if I would have listened to them, I would never have encroached on this journey where I've done the research. I've learned so much about my hair. My hair is literally thriving. It's healthier and longer than it's ever been. Like, imagine if I would have listened. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about today's topic because I feel like it involves a decision that most of us have to make when going natural. That decision being, should I big chop or should I transition? Honestly, I was so conflicted when it came time to make this decision. And with the head I got. So I'll start with the pros and cons of big chopping since that's the route I went down anyway. I felt so fresh and so clean. Like, I just felt refreshed. I felt like nothing could hold me back. Like I was knee deep in this natural hair game and nobody could stop me. I feel like big chopping, in a way, it held me accountable. It forced me to embrace the full journey. I feel like if I transitioned, it might have given me an opportunity to like go backwards, you know what I mean? Go back to my old ways, not commit to what truly makes my hair thrive. Honestly, I felt empowered too. Like, I felt like I was saying no to a standard that wasn't mine, which was extremely important to me when coming into this journey. Which brings me to my next topic, actually. I would say another benefit of big chopping would be being able to see your hair texture. One thing that rocked my psyche is that I could not recall what shape my hair would take if not chemically altered by relaxers. It drove me nuts. I had my hair relaxed around age 9, so I really could not tell you at all whatsoever what was going on with my hair. And then even before that, my hair was forced into compliance with combs that were just too small to be running through my thick hair. I could not recall what it looked like without being damaged by mechanical means like combs and brushes and relaxers. It was a mess. So even then, my hair was damaged. So many of us, we get relaxers so early in our lives that we completely forget what our hair texture looks like, which plays into why we don't know how to take care of it in the first place. I was so eager to see my hair texture. After I got all of my hair cut off, I immediately started paying attention to the texture, and this would inform the different routes I would go when looking for information. Whose videos I entertained on YouTube, you know what I mean? I realized I was a type 4 girl. That meant that I would need to use methods and techniques that would cater to that. That also meant that I needed to look for products that catered to my hair type. I basically learned that hair isn't a one fits all situation. So I began to surround myself with people that shared my likeness and my hair texture to gain what I needed to get my hair to thrive. I would say another pro of big chopping would be skipping out on the line of demarcation struggles. So you're probably wondering, what's the line of demarcation? The line of demarcation is the point where natural, fresh new growth and the damaged, relaxed hair meet. The catch is that the point where the new hair and the damaged old hair meet is extremely weak. Like, it's so fragile, it's not even funny. Me personally, I feel like it would be unfortunate to be trying to get your hair to grow and thrive, and the old damaged hair is basically like sabotaging your success. Like, now don't get me wrong, that's not to say that you can't have success with transitioning. You definitely can. I've seen plenty of people do it. But me personally, I just wanted to start fresh, start with a fresh head of hair, and all of it be on the same level of strength so I could just like learn what I needed to do with it and move on. Now let's get into some of the cons or negatives of bait shopping. There were definitely a couple, but they didn't compare to the results that I got and the benefits. So you might not feel the most confident going bald. I feel like as Black women, it's like super duper hard for us to cut our hair due to the jibber jabber of society, basically. Um, as Black women, I feel like a lot of worth is placed on our hair versus, us as people. And that plays into why it's literally just terrifying to consider completely starting over and, navigating society bald headed. Like, it's no joke. It's really, it's crazy. So the last con would be you naysayers out there. Those out there that have something to say, all of a sudden they have an opinion, a comment. You really have to block them out. Like, don't pay them any mind. What did it for me was just really paying attention to my journey and where I was going. If I listened to what people had to say about, oh, it's not going to grow back, oh, you're going to be bald with that head shape, etc., etc. If I would have listened to them, I would never have encroached on this journey where I've done the research. I've learned so much about my hair. My hair is literally thriving. It's healthier and longer than it's ever been. Like, imagine if I would have listened. Come on now. And I did have a couple of deterrents. I had a couple people that had, different things to say. I remember somebody had the nerve to tell me that I needed to hurry up and grow my hair back because my head was so big.
Okay.
Like, okay, it's true, but like, you have the audacity to try me like that? That's crazy. I had another person basically say that it wouldn't grow back if I cut it. And I feel like that was like a huge concern too, because people are like just now starting to accept that black hair grows. I also remember just kind of seeing it on people's faces that they just were not happy with my decision. I would run into people, maybe guys that tried to get at me in the past, and their facial expressions were just hilarious. That's like the best way I can put it, to be honest. Like, people were not with me cutting my hair. To them, it was long and it was fine how it was. Let me remind you, long in our community a lot of the time means shoulder length, and that's literally where it stayed my whole life. Like, support me. Like, what are you doing? So one thing that helped me combat the negative energy I was getting after cutting my hair and the fact that people didn't want to accept that I cut my hair, I would like, throughout my journey, I was constantly making contact with other natural women who would just feed me and give me information and encouragement. You know what I mean? Remind me I was beautiful and things of that nature. Um, so I was always looking to people that, basically like mirror me, um, and exchanging information and vibes. Because one thing about the natural hair community, they will embrace you. And that's one thing I was definitely looking forward to when going natural, was the community. And that's exactly what I got. There's literally nothing that compares to the moment when you're out and you're natural and you peep another natural and you guys make eye contact because you both know what it is. You big each other up a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, nothing but vibes. So another con could be the shock of starting over. I didn't deal with this personally. Like, I was literally on cloud nine when they cut my hair off. Like, the hair lady, her eyes were like bulging outside of her head when I asked her to cut my hair. She could not believe it. But I had no qualms about it. I didn't regret it, no worries, nothing, because I had foresight and I knew where I was going with this natural hair journey and that it was going to be fruitful and productive. But I will say, my hair got to waist length before, and I cut it like all the way up here. And at first I was like, oh, I'm good. I'm going to have a bob. Like, I was rationalizing it. One day I woke up and the shock was just like strangling me. So it can definitely be a shock, something that you have to adjust to. I had never seen myself bald before, so of course that came with a shock. I had to get used to it. I got a real good look at my head shape, you know what I mean? And but I made the best of it. I just paid attention on how to cater to it. But I did my sponge curls, I did some styles and rock my TWA, which now I'm very grateful for, because honestly, like that short hair stage, that bald stage goes by like that. Like that's why I always tell people, whether they're natural or they have locks, enjoy your journey. Enjoy the short stages, because if you set up a regimen that caters to length retention and growth, you're not going to be in that stage very long. So appreciate it while it's there. But like I said in the beginning, the negatives, the cons don't have anything on the positives. The benefits have been so robust for me. Like what people had to say, pushing through with confidence, etc. It was all worth it. Point blank period, it was worth it. That's why you really just can't listen to outside influences. Comment down below. Let me know if you're team bake chop or team transition, or if you're thinking about doing one or the other. I'm looking forward to getting to hear about you guys' journeys. Also, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let YouTube know that you would like to see more of my content so I can continue pushing out consistent quality content. And thank you for sticking with me.